Is Dearborn, Michigan the most anti-American or the most American place in the United States? As Israel has intensified its war on Hezbollah, few places have protested more than Dearborn. It's America's only majority Arab city. Many there openly support the group and Iran and Hamas, and for that reason, some view it as the most anti-American place in the country. Yet others say it's the most American place. A city where immigrants from around the world come to start businesses, live freely, and get an education. So what's the reality? We visited to find out. What's up, man?
Max?
Yes. Nice to meet you, bro. Abe is a local celebrity food critic known as the halal food junkie.
We're live. We're at my big fat shawarma.
He is among tens of thousands of Lebanese Americans in Dearborn. Should we check this one out?
Yeah, we're about to eat. I'm actually hungry right now. Now I'm hungry. Good chicken shawarma. Thank you. You're good. No. We in chest. We in chest. No, don't think about it. It's Dearborn food, man. You are in Dearborn, yeah?
Abe's parents came during Lebanon's civil war, as did thousands of other Dearborn residents. Thousands more came during wars in Iraq, Syria, and Yemen.
My dad in the 70s, Civil War, came here for a better education and a better job. You know, same thing with Iraq when the whole Saddam Hussein thing. The Yemenis, you know.
But Arabs' presence in Dearborn predates any war. They were in Detroit when Henry Ford began building the Model T in 1908. He, known as a racist and an anti-Semite, preferred hiring Arabs to Jews or blacks. After Ford introduced the $5 day, the number of Arab immigrants swelled. By the early 1920s, a majority of workers on the Model T production line were Arab. When Ford moved its headquarters to Dearborn, a nearby suburb, the Arab community moved with it, meaning Dearborn has had Arabs for a century. Today, around 55% of Dearborn's 110,000 people are Arab, making it America's only Arab majority city. Dearborn.
All right, guys, we got rising news. Try out to Hamas.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The door here, for anyone who wants to come and say, you know, people aren't patriotic or whatever.
Yeah.
We got the full American.
Better call Solomon right here. Yeah. There's his, Rasulman, there's like 10 of these. Oh yeah, my cousin works for one of them.
Dearborn is vastly more prosperous than other Michigan manufacturing cities like Detroit, Saginaw, or Flint. There are businesses and large homes everywhere. Someone in the mayor's office told us that Dearborn hasn't died or suffered like those cities because its backbone is entrepreneurship. Everyone comes to Dearborn to start a business.
Do you think there are any people in Dearborn that will vote for Trump? Is it like a decent number?
I don't know, man. Make America, what does it say? Make America great again? Is that it? Yeah. We'll see some law signs in the next month or two. People love Trump here. I feel like they do, and and then of course there's a lot of people that love their Democrat.
What's this sign here? This flag? These over here.
That's a for Ashura. Imam Hassan.
Ashura.
Yeah.
The Shia holiday.
Yeah.
Or is it a holiday?
I won't say holiday because that's like more celebrated. It's more of a commemoration.
Commemorating what?
Imam Hussein, the third Imam after Imam Ali and Hassan, got killed. I grew up here. All my friends, because like my friends live here. I know a lot of people that live around here. It's the most beautiful street in Dearborn, I would say. Look at.
Do you think in the Arab community here in Dearborn, the idea of the American dream is popular? Like, do people think about the American dream making it?
100%. Not even 100, 2,000%. You see here, we say Smallah.
What's that?
Smallah means like beautiful, you know, or mashallah.
So you think any of these houses are owned by white people, or it's pretty much all Arabs?
I would say all Arab. There's probably maybe a few. Oh, that's my high school. It's Fort.
Whoa,
that's a gorgeous high school.
It's public or private high school?
Public.
That's a public high school.
It's about I would say 90% Arab American Muslims. 2,000 students in that whole school. What? Bro, like Arabs here are like Americans. Yeah. They go on dates with their girlfriend, you know what I mean? They go to parties, even though I never went. I was more conservative, but you're literally living the American dream here. If you think about it, like the American way of lifestyle is, you know? Prom, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ford is headquartered in Dearborn, right?
Just past it.
That's your mosque?
Yeah, I go there every year.
Biggest mosque in North America?
Biggest mosque in America. North America now is in Toronto, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can take you. Oh, it's say Thursday?
Yeah.
Maybe after the game we can go for like. Yeah, Starbucks. No one ever goes there anymore. Ever since. Look, it's like no one goes there.
Really?
The boycott's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
I'm beautiful.
We're here. We're live. What's up? How are you?
Do you know these people or you just slept?
Don't believe anything he says.
Okay, thank you.
Believe me, we don't. Believe.
Hey, I'm taking them to a Fortson football game tonight. They don't know that Arabs watch football, so I gotta take
She doesn't even know who you are. I just showed it to her.
Say one line.
I swear to God.
Is he a celebrity here?
Yeah, I would say so.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think so.
So like, Intel, you're a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
You're a Muslim?
Yeah. What do you think that was? That was what? Say it.
Atheist.
Atheist?
Bro, what? Bro!
The stereotype in Lebanon is that there's a civil war and people kill each other over religion.
That is such bullcrap. That is bullcrap.
Dismiss the stereotype for the audience.
We're all like family to each other. Religion does not like break that for us. Because if anything, all creation from God.
Dearborn might be the 7th largest city in Michigan, but it's a family, it's not a city. I graduated 10 years ago from high school. Usually they have the 10-year reunion. We didn't have one because we see each other every day.
How did it end up that so many Arabs came to Dearborn?
So my family included, when we first came, they fled Iraq. And so just like many of the Arabs here, they fled the war back home and they came here. They heard about Dearborn, they heard about the diversity, they heard about the Arabs that are coming for the assembly line. And it was well paying at the time, A lot of people, they came here and they were still supporting their families back home. And that was where the migration started.
What years was this?
This was back in the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Wow. So you do economic development kind of work, right?
I do. Yeah.
So, when people think of like this area, we are in Flint today, obviously Detroit, these are places that have seen huge population collapses with industry leaving, GM, whatever. Has that happened in Dearborn?
There were no foreigners to what happened in 2008. But what's different with Dearborn is the small businesses. Literally, small businesses are what run the city. If you go around right now, walk around, drive around, you'll see a lot of small businesses.
Yeah. More
than franchises. The money stays in the city. I do my laundry with my neighbor. I get my juice and my coffee and my tea from my neighbor. We keep it close,
I mean, that's unique, not just compared to Flint or Detroit, but to anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I've been to a place in the U.S. that has this much community. A common narrative in politics now, especially after like George Floyd was killed, is that America's a racist country, and America's just like we need to atone for racism and all this kind of stuff.
No, it's not a racist country. I don't think it is. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. I think if people were educated, they wouldn't be a certain way, or they're a little bit more ignorant, not racist. I feel like racist is a hard word.
Between its focus on community, entrepreneurship, and football, Abe claimed that Dearborn is the most American place you'll find. Nowhere was this clearer than at Fortson High School's home opener football game, where grandparents born in Yemen cheered on their grandkids, where most of the football team had Arab names, and where girls in the stands wore hijabs underneath their cowboy hats.
All I'm saying is, who said Arab Americans don't love football?
What does football mean to the city?
It's the legacy of Dearborn.
It's the legacy of Dearborn. There you go.
There it is.
What does football mean to this high school?
It means everything.
Oh yeah?
This school is revolved around our football team.
For Fortune?
Yeah, for sure.
Fortune is the pride in our
Who is you? Who is? Get an interview of all these people. Come on, brother. Come on. A day in my life. Over here.
I mean,
it's a video.
why is everyone wearing the pink cowboy hats?
And the Cowboys out Western.
Cowboy?
This is my boy here.
What's up, guys? We made it in.
No bad bitches here. And we just won that.
After the game, many people went to Dearborn's main mosque, which is the largest mosque in America, for Thursday night prayers. Now, Islam has two main groups, Shias and Sunnis. Around 80% of the world's Muslims and almost all Muslim-majority countries, including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Pakistan, are Sunni. But Dearborn's Muslims are mostly Shia. The difference between the groups started as a dispute over who should succeed the Prophet Muhammad as ruler of the Muslim kingdom or caliphate. Over the centuries, though, it's expanded into differences in tradition and culture. There are only a handful of Shia-majority countries, which include Iran and Iraq. Hezbollah in Lebanon is a Shia organization. So are the Houthis in Yemen. This is why people allege Dearborn is anti-American. People here express pro-Iran and pro-Hezbollah views to us off camera. Many were intensely Israel and opposed American foreign policy. Many people here support Hamas, and after October 7th, Dearborn was nicknamed the Jihad capital of America for holding ceremonies honoring Hamas and celebrating the attackers. Since then, it's held remembrance ceremonies for fighters in Hezbollah and the group's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, who was recently killed by Israel. Abe took us to the mosque that has hosted some of these events.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
اللهم فاقبل عذري وارحم شدة ضر.
We just had a great time right now. We just prayed. They also had a chance to listen to Dua Qamar, which every Thursday night after Maghrib and Isha prayer, they have it here at the mosque. And this is the biggest mosque in the United States of America. So we welcome everyone to come in.
Now, most people did not want to talk politics on camera, yet we got one person who would. Imam Qazwini, one of Dearborn's most prominent Muslim leaders and one of the most prominent Muslims in America, somebody who's held meetings with numerous presidents, popes, and other major figures. We sat down with him at his mosque where he spoke for his community.
Why most Muslims hate America? Many Muslims, not in this country, around the world. Why? For one reason. For its blind support of Israel. Historically speaking, it was the Christians who hated the Jews, not Muslims. No doubt, America is the best country on earth. They are against, homosexuals. We are against homosexuals. We share many ground. The day the U.S. stops supporting Israel, or at least act neutral, Muslims have no problem. So it is the actions of Israel that made Iran and Hezbollah anti-Israel. Otherwise, if the U.S. had not done that, nobody has an issue with U.S. Why they would hate the U.S.? But I believe if the Israelis would realize that there is one way for them to survive without depending on a foreign country that sits 6,000 miles away. There will be a day America will not continue to support Israel for any reason. It goes bankrupt. Then the Israelis have to defend themselves. How 5 million, 6 million Israelis will defend themselves in face of 400 million Arabs? How? Tell me. Mathematically tell me. How? Now they can because America has their back. But in 50 years from now, 40 years from now, when America is not on the horizon anymore, the Israelis have to depend on themselves. 400 million facing 6 million. They will wipe them out.
To his other question, do you think that if America abandoned Israel, there would be a Holocaust of Israel?
Look, I don't know if there will be Holocaust of Israel. But historically speaking, it was the Christians who hated the Jews, not Muslims. Anti-Semitism is a European phenomena, not a Muslim phenomena. It is pro-Israeli lobby that is milking our country, fooling our people by telling them, look, we're your ally. We're fighting your fight. Which fight?
History aside, I am very, very curious about an issue with the Congresswoman here, Rashida Tlaib. Because, number one, she's a vehement supporter of the Palestinian people in Gaza. But when she represents the people here, and a lot of people we talk to, they're socially conservative here, right? And yet, Rashida Tlaib is very, very progressive, especially on LGBTQ issues. How do you view that here?
I had a discussion with her, personally. I told her I support your political stand, but your social stand, I don't support you. So we don't support Rashida on her whole stand and all of her stand, including when she supports the gays and lesbians. As a Muslim, as a conservative Muslim, I have an issue with that. I'm not against them, but I don't support them. I can safely say the vast majority of our community do support Rashida in her political activism for standing up for justice for the Palestinians, but the vast majority of them, they do not support her sexual orientation advocacy, meaning supporting gays and lesbians. Ironically, the Muslims in Dearborn, as much as they are viewed as non-American, anti-American, they share many values with the Republicans.
Right.
Family values, we are against abortion, they are against abortion. They are family-oriented, we are family-oriented. They are against, homosexuals, we are against homosexuals. We share many ground. I said it so many times. America is a great country. And America, with all its flaws, still it's an ideal place for Muslims to live. Muslims have more freedom in this country than any Muslim country. I'm the first to admit, and I do not make any exemption. All Muslim countries lack freedom. We have a freedom here. I can say whatever I want. No doubt, America is the best country on earth. I'm not talking about politics.
Now, one of the Imam's main points was that down the line, the people of Dearborn fit the American stereotype. They believe in entrepreneurship, they believe in family, community, religion, working hard to make a better life for themselves. Everything that a lot of people would say is the traditional conservative view of America. What he asked was, why do our views on foreign policy disqualify us from being American? After all, isn't the point of being an American that you can think and say what you want? On the other hand, though, many of the people that they support, including Hamas and Hezbollah, and for many, the Iranian government, are distinctly opposed to America and American values. If you support those groups, can you be fully American, is what someone would ask. Many people here also told us that they will not vote for Kamala Harris, including the Imam.
I'm not satisfied with the Democrat. We are choosing between evil and worse evil. I'm not happy with Kamala Harris. She says, I will continue sending weapons to Israel. You think she doesn't know that those are innocent people being killed? Kids? But I see there is evil and there is more evil.
Yeah.
I believe Trump is more evil than the Democrat. But to tell you Democrats are good people, they are good politicians, we should vote for them? No. Who should we vote? Honestly, I don't know. This is a question that I myself I cannot answer. I participated in most presidential elections since I became a citizen in 1998. But in this one, most likely I'm going to stay home.
Given how many Arabs there are in Dearborn and elsewhere in Michigan, that could tilt the state, and therefore the election, to Donald Trump. So it's going to be worth keeping an eye on what happens in the coming weeks as Israel continues its war against Lebanon and Iran and Hamas, and American politics heats up, getting hotter and hotter until November. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Our goal with this channel is to capture the world as it really is and show the state of America ahead of this year's election. We're visiting all the swing states. If you want to see those videos, smash the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.